confusion at times getting in the secondary. How difficult has it been? So many different people playing, transfers, newcomers, guys getting everybody working together, playing off each other.
It really starts at practice, I'll say. Coming together, studying after practice, getting extra hours after practice, extra film in. With a lot of new guys, at times that'll happen because the chemistry not there. Like Charles Wood was the only guy who really played in the secondary last year. So everybody else was new to the scheme as far as like Weston McCormick and Rashad Ajay. So, the chemistry after practice and studying after practice will help a lot.
Is it different players, different things, a different maybe mistake from one play to the next that's sparking it?
I wouldn't say that. I would say, everybody tends to mess up. You're going to make mistakes as you're out there playing fast. One thing our coach tried to preach to us, no matter how many mistakes you play, you make, as long as you're playing fast and you play with a great effort, then everything will pay off. So as far as the mistakes that we make, we know that we make mistakes, we got to move on forward and just play the next play.
What tests your communication more on the back end defensively, facing a Kansas or a Texas with so much movement and trading and shifting of strength and motion, or somebody like Texas Tech that just lines up at 1,000 miles an hour and you got to get lined up as well?
We know different teams will try to beat us in different ways, like you said, shifts and motions to see where we're in, to get us out of our base defense. Texas Tech, they was really good with tempo. We knew that coming into the game. At times, we were slow, like communicating on the back end, and we miscommunicated some plays out there. But we got to make corrections tomorrow and move on.
Is it hard to simulate that in practice, that tempo?
We worked it at practice Tuesday and Wednesday. Coach Leslie, our defensive coordinator, got on to us about it. Consistently running to the ball, consistently lining up fast. No matter what you did on the last play, you move on to the next play. So, we worked at it. We knew it was going to be a tough task for us because this is the first time we faced like a true tempo offense. We just got to move on.
What's the most difficult thing about the perimeter screen game? They're so good at it. They got size out there. Their execution is flawless. What makes it most challenging, the way they do it versus the way others might do it?
Really, they use their big guys out there to base block us. We just got to set edges. That's one thing we wasn't doing. And when you don't set an edge, it's hard for your alley runners to get there because now they got to play two different routes. They don't know if it's going to hit inside or outside. So the biggest thing for us was setting edges, and that's one thing we tried to preach at practice because we knew that the tunnel screens and the down screens, all that was going to come. We just knew that we had to get on edges to force it back in to the alley runners, and at times we didn't do that. So a lot of times the the screens, they bust for big plays because we didn't have an edge.
How much more difficult is it because of their tempo? You can't get that exotic. You got to remain kind of vanilla, so that kind of caters to the strength of the offense, right? It keeps you pretty basic.
Yeah, our play call for this week, it was really basic because we knew that we couldn't call it a lot because of the tempo. We knew we had to get lined up fast. And, with minimal play calls, it's easy for our offense kind of to pick a poise where they want to go with the ball. But as far as that's not no excuse for the back end or the whole defense. At times we didn't play hard, we didn't play with a lot of effort. Communication was bad, so.
Last question right here, Kevin.
Following up on that, the effort. Were you happy with it? Is this the best, worst? Where did that fall from this year? What do you have to do to make that better?
Tuesday and Wednesday, the work days at practice, you just got to go hard at practice. You practice how you play. I watched film tomorrow and see how our effort was. As far as our communication, that was when the most mistakes we made. As far as that's what led to big time points on the board. But I'll watch film tomorrow and see how our effort was. I can't determine that because I'll be locked in for the game.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.